Walt and Jesse face off over money. Get ready for an exciting ride into Season 2, Episode 4 of Breaking Bad. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome recaps. Walt and Jesse meet at a gas station to talk about what to do next. Walt says he needs time to calm his family down after what happened before he can start cooking again. He gives Jesse $600 for his expenses. Jesse argues that half of Walt's money belongs to him since they are partners and that Hank took away his share. Walt doesn't want to pay Jesse because of his mistakes. Jesse reminds Walt that he was the one who wanted to work with Tuco, so it's Walt's fault too. The next morning, Walt is in a good mood and makes breakfast, which annoys Skyler and Walt Jr. He tries to cover up a phone ring that Skyler heard, claiming it was just his medicine alarm. Skyler gets upset and leaves the house, not telling Walt where she's going. She doesn't come back until much later. Meanwhile, Jesse meets with a lawyer and his parents, who tell him they discovered the meth lab in his basement. Jesse's mom explains that Hank came by asking about him, and then she went down to the basement to see the lab setup. They decide that they will have to kick him out of his aunt's house. Jesse argues that his aunt gave him the house, but his parents explain that he only has permission to live there. His parents actually own the property. They tell Jesse he has 72 hours to leave the house, but the next morning, his mom shows up with workers who start taking everything away to put in storage. At first, Jesse tries to tell his mom that he can change, but then he gets angry and reminds her that he earned the house by taking care of his aunt when she was sick, while his mom did nothing. His mom gets upset and slaps him. Walter is upset to find out that Walter Jr. has changed his name to Flynn. To spend more time together, he takes Flynn for driving lessons. Flynn shows that he can drive well, but Walter notices he is using both feet on the pedals. When Walter asks him to only use his right foot, Flynn gets mad and accidentally hits a safety cone. Jesse looks for a place to stay, but all his friends refuse to help him. While he is making a call at the gas station, someone steals his motorcycle and everything he has left. Badger had moved Jesse's RV to a lot owned by his cousin. Feeling down, Jesse sneaks into the lot to get his RV back, but accidentally falls into a porta potty and gets covered in waste. He has to sleep in his RV, only able to breathe through a gas mask. The next morning, Clovis, the lot owner, finds Jesse and demands the money he is owed, plus extra for fixing the RV and the porta potty. With no cash, Jesse pleads for more time to pay him back, but Clovis kicks him out and plans to sell his cooking equipment and take away Jesse's supplies. Jesse promises to give Clovis $2,000 in 2 days if he can just be left alone. Clovis throws Jesse off his lot. Determined, Jesse sneaks back in, steals his RV, and escapes by driving right through the gate. While Walt Jr. is at school, Walt tries to talk to Skyler. His overly nice behavior annoys her, and she starts to shut him out completely, refusing to tell him what she's doing or who she's with. Walter is trying to act like the perfect husband, but Skyler is fed up and wants to know what's really going on with him. Walter pretends he doesn't understand what she's upset about. Walt follows Skyler outside and sees the RV parked near his house. He confronts Jesse about contacting him, and Jesse says he just wants his half of the money they've made so he can disappear. Walt gets angry, claiming he has done all the work while Jesse has done nothing, calling him a pathetic junkie who can't follow simple instructions. This makes Jesse furious, and he almost attacks Walt, but stops himself. Walt then takes Jesse inside, gives him his share of the money, and offers him breakfast. Meanwhile, back at the gas station, Skyler gets into her car, pulls out a cigarette and a lighter. She hesitates, thinking about her pregnancy, but then lights up and starts smoking. To be continued. Make sure you don't miss what happens next. Hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the bell to stay tuned.